How you doing today, folks? This is Greg with Do Something Outdoors. So I haven't posted a video in quite some time now, but I've been still pretty busy with doing stuff. Mainly working on the heap, another new budget project that I picked up from a friend and co-worker. It's a 1994 Jeep Cherokee Sport, 5-speed manual transmission, and needs some work here and there. I've also been working on this. It's an old blaster that actually I have had for quite some time. Probably sat for maybe 8 years or something. So kind of pulled it apart and checked over everything, cleaned the carb, changed some gaskets, new front brake lines. Now she starts up with one kick, purrs like a kitten. Oh, don't mind the rope. I was hanging out there to hang myself. No, I'm just kidding. That was for painting parts for the heap. So pretty much every time I touch something on this thing, it falls apart. I shouldn't say it falls apart. There's a lot of rusted bolts and stuff. So as I'm working on something else, something breaks or snaps, or you got to replace it. So last thing I was doing was, this came with a DIY winch bumper. You had to weld together. So the plan was to take the front bumper off while you have the stubs, because it also has the ends. So I could bolt it on here and have everything line up, because it comes around, and I don't know if you've ever seen them. I think they're like, I forget what they are or who makes it. It came along with the Jeep. But for the mounting bracket, you had to unbolt the steering box, and one of the bolts broke off inside. So now I'm replacing the steering box. It's one thing after another. So I have it ripped apart, taken out, and I'm gonna fabricate a plate for on top of this, or I shouldn't say on top, but from the side of it. So here's the old steering box. You can see right there's the bolt that snapped off. And these here, which I'm kind of learning more and more and more with these things, this is like a spacer that goes against the unibody, goes on here to space it out, which that broke off. So I'm going to do is take this steel plate and use that to line the inside. I'm going to mark the holes, I guess just to stiffen up the unibody, kind of the project. I'm not going to record myself because I'm not a good DIY video maker. I do a lot of swearing and cussing and smashing hammers and stuff, so it's not really made for YouTube, I guess you could say. But here's the new steering box I got off of a friend, or I should say a friend of a friend. Saved me quite some money. And I'm going to put new lines on and everything. Might as well do it kind of right the first time. Besides, the other ones are all rusted. I figured, as you can see, I'll be here for quite some time trying to get those off and all the other crap. So just figure I'd replace it. Because mainly the purpose for this Jeep is for my oldest son. He's actually 13, but he mentioned that he likes the Jeep Cherokees, this body style, not the newer ones. And said, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind having one for my first car. I said, well, I know one for sale. So we bought it. So there's some plans for this. It's not in too bad a shape. I mean, it looks rough on the outside. There's some hail damage on the hood. And whatnot. So I'm in the market for no hood. Other than that, a little bit of rust down here at the bottom on both sides. But I'm gonna, as I'm learning more and more and more, I'm gonna cut this out along here and put in a 2x6 square tubing skid plate and replace that. The interior is not too bad, but it's coming along. It's getting there. I figured it's a good project for him and I to work on. I'm not a huge big mechanic and great on working on stuff, so learning experience kind of for both of us. I mean, I can do things to get by, but I'm no master mechanic, that's for sure. But the plan is, right now I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting a 3.5-inch Rubicon Express lift and a putting 31-inch tires on it, and we'll see how that goes. I got rims, which actually are over here. They're off of what are they, 2006 TJ, same bolt pattern. There's some oxidation underneath the clear coat and everything, so we're gonna strip them, strip the paint them, or maybe get them powder coated. But that's the plan. But I figure once this is all done, it'll be a good car for him to start off with. Nice little vehicle. I mean, right there it is. Straight 6. What more do you have to say? 4.0. She won't quit. 150,000 miles and she just broke in. It's like a virgin. I mean, even diesels quiver when it comes to a straight 6 4.0. You know it, and I know it. So that'll be good for him. Suspension done. It's got a new alternator on it, new exhaust on it. I have new wheels and tires, new suspension by the time he gets it. And we're talking about maybe doing a what the hell do you call it? Line X, painting the outside Line X, put another hood on, maybe Bondo some of the other stuff on the front fenders or something, and then Line X the whole entire outside. We'll see how it goes. She might just get a cheap Mako paint job too, but I'm leaning more towards the Line X. But that's where we're at. Figured I'd keep everybody posted. Let me know if you actually want to see some how-to videos, but they're not going to be much of how-to. It's going to be more of, these guys are going to be commenting and telling me I'm doing everything wrong, and a lot of swearing and banging shit with a hammer. But all right, thanks for watching.